What's up, guys? Aid here with your boy AznWithCards.
Check out my channel, sub, please.
In the description, the link will be.
Yeah.
And we got today we got a replay with this dude Kamal.
Crooks.
I hope it's Crooks. Then we got Boss of Famas, aka the DB Grinder, and this is post Burst of Destiny, I believe.
Oh yeah, because it's Sword Soul.
Yeah, and we got a DB Grinder won the rock paper scissors shoot, and he'll be going first.
What's the deck counts?
40 and 40. Gotta love to see it.
That hand's insane. I didn't realize.
They both have been kind of cracked. Kamal's got Chalice, Nadir, Droll, Meltdown, Nib. And Famas has Mo Yi, Imperm, Fusion Destiny, Pot of Prosperity, and another Mo Yi. And looking at it, I feel like Droll isn't crazy against this Zhang deck unless he goes Prosperity first. And Nib might be pretty good, actually. And Chalice could help him break the board. But, what's it called? DB Grinder's opening is decent, to say the least. I kind of think it depends on how he plays it. He goes summon Mo Yi, reveal the Mo Yi, summon a token, and yeah, then he goes Prosperity.
I don't know if he needed the Prosperity here.
I like that he did it because we get to see his extra deck at least.
That's true.
He's got the Tenyi, the Crimson, the Yazi, the Anaconda, Rudy, and Baroness.
Ooh, he banished a Baron. I wonder if he plays two.
He might. I also kind of agree, though, that I don't see why he did this first. Because if this Synchro resolves, he gets a draw and then a search off the level 8. And then he can... Oh, wait, that might be why. Because if he drew off this, then he couldn't activate this. Is this a mandatory draw? That's a you can. So maybe it's because if the opponent ashed this, then he could draw off this. So I feel like this played around Ash, but it played into the Droll, which I guess you're not expecting a Droll.
Yeah, no one plays Droll game 1, yeah.
What's he going to hit?
I think it's...
Ooh. Double cross out, sudden shift.
Oh yeah, like that card, like you guys probably know if you guys are watching this video, but like that card's going to like reshape the format.
Yeah, cross out's going to definitely change the way we build decks for sure. This card's nuts.
I'm excited to play with that card.
That's the same artwork as the guy from Crossout, or as Nobleman of Crossout, right? He's just being more aggressive this time. He's got his sword out. I want to look at the Nobleman artwork now and look at
the archetype.
And Nobleman archetype. Or wouldn't it be the Crossout archetype technically?
Yeah.
He's going to add the sudden shift. This card's
Icarus.
Yeah, Icarus, but also when it's banished, it gets to increase the guy's level, or does no? This one summons a token. So if you play Gold Sark, this card's an extender. You Gold Sark banish this, special a token if you get Ash or Valor. We see the Droll drop here, which is honestly really good, because he still goes into the Synchro. He doesn't get to draw off Mo Yi or search off this, so the Droll took out 2 searches, double ashed his ass.
Well, then you get hit with this card.
Yeah, the Fusion Destiny, this is definitely what, like, sets this card, or this engine, makes this engine rival Dragoon, is the fact that if this was Red Eyes Fusion, he couldn't use it here because he already special summoned, and the cards he'd send to graveyard do nothing. But
and all you have is a Dragoon, which can be good against some decks, but against, like, a Nadir Servant deck, it's not that good.
Yeah, if he would have negated, like, the Meltdown or the Nadir, the other one gets to go off. But here, like... This card is... I feel like this card's average, at least, in every matchup. It's just, like, constantly trading 1-for-1 with cards, but brings itself back. Every time it resolves, it's a plus. Plus, you have the Dasher that could be an extender, and the Celestial that could be Pot of Greed. Like, I don't see a world where this could be considered bad, like, in any matchup. And then, we're going to see 2 cards get set. Imperm and the Sudden Shift. I got to learn that card's name. Although, this is the OCG name still, right?
Yeah, we don't know yet.
So it could definitely change. Another Droll. I wonder why he mains Droll. Maybe he just like wants high impact hand traps.
He's scared
in the
of
main.
Drytron. That's why he plays Nibiru too.
That card's really weird in that matchup.
Yeah, because they can search
They can get the Herald, or they could summon the Perfection before 5 sometimes. So he chalices Enforcer and chains Enforcer, which will just let the Enforcer still be able to float.
I think that's correct.
Is this if it's destroyed by card effect?
No, destroyed. By battle card effect. So,
so it like maybe is, maybe isn't. He could have been afraid of it being banished. So this was the safe play.
And also, like, the cool thing with that is, like, it dodges so much stuff. Like, if your opponent tries to, like, hit it with, like, a compulse or something like that's not going to destroy your bounce or destroy your pop, you can, like, chain it so it always pops itself.
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
Like, if you if you play against Altergeist and they try and, like, silk bounce it, you can chain so that it dies and then you'll get its effect. So it's never going to, like, not die by battle or card effect.
Unless they have, like, a Chain Link 3, which if they do, you trade 2 for 1 off of it.
This video is probably going to be about praising that card.
The card is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
The card is definitely crazy. Like, you have to 2 for 1 to out it. And then, even if they, like, if he chained a second Chalice and then was able to attack over it or something, he still has the Extender Engrave and the Pot of Greed whenever it's live. What did he just do? Meltdown for Alistair? Summon Alistair. And that gets negated by the Chizao? It sucks trying to learn these names knowing they might change.
A cool thing, though, is if that Chalice was a droplets, I think this game would be over.
How come?
Because he would just negate the Phoenix Enforcer. It wouldn't be able to chain, and then he can negate the other guy too.
Also, this targets, right? Yeah, so like instead of hard doing it on the standby or whatever, he could have summoned Alistair, activate effect. He would chain the negate, and then he could chain droplets, send Alistair, negate Phoenix Enforcer, and Phoenix couldn't be chained. So then he'd still get. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, like droplets in this situation, and he has a dead droll, and I'm not sure how the Nibiru might be pretty dead too.
It could be
because
I think.
once the Shadal deck gets rolling, you're gonna have Winda, so that card's gonna be dead.
Yeah, this card's only good like the first or second turn.
Because if your deck's playing, then you're gonna have Nibiru or not Nibiru. You're gonna have Winda, and you can't Nibiru under Winda. So
you're definitely right on how like insane this would be as a droplet.
Oh yeah, the game would have been over. I don't know about over, but
he still has the sudden shift and the imperm and the starter here, depending on his draw. So it wouldn't be over, but it would be in a very, very good spot.
And he wouldn't have to worry about the Destroyer coming back.
And neither of these cards are stopped by this. So like Nadir Servant would still crack one of these with a
Natis.
Or he'd still get the App Cologne, and he still can't stop the App Cologne searching. So he could have been in a much better spot. I wonder if he plays both, though.
I would.
If he plays both, then...
I would side one. I would probably main droplets and side Chalice.
So you have it for the matchups it's good against? Helps crack boards going second. And then when we were watching this the first time, you were talking about how you didn't like the Secure Guard 9.
Yeah, but I've realized that he plays Maximus now.
Yeah, Maximus makes this card a lot better.
Nadir Servant's such a powerful card.
Better than Engage.
Like, we're talking about, like, this new Sword Soul deck, but, like, just a year ago, we had this card that's even better.
This card seems like a card that, like, almost... Like, this card will definitely get hit one day in Yu-Gi-Oh!, but...
But the thing, it gets hit by a lot. Like, you can Ash and Bell it.
And, like, Droll on Resolution, because most of the good cards you search off it need to search. Like, Maximus, you're sending App Clone that's going to search you Schism. And then...
Ecclesia getting the punishment.
Yeah, so all those cards get hit by Droll still. He sent Natis, search Maximus, and then Natis popping the Imperm.
But in a deck like Invoked that plays, like, Alistair Meltdown and Shadal Fusion, like... You just wait until your opponent runs out of stuff, and then you just hit him with the Nadir.
Yeah, like, the fact that they have so many cards in this deck that are ashable.
Like, I remember playing, I played a 60-card pile before, with, like, Dragoon, Eldritch, and Nadir, and it was just, Nadir was so powerful. Like, having that to be the last card.
And it locks you, too, so, like, almost has to be the last card, so if your opponent... wants to wait to hit it, they kind of just have to respect.
Yeah, but then they get punished.
Disrespect every card in your deck.
They're gonna make a free Mechaba.
Yeah, and then they can't negate it even.
It's rough.
It's like, what do you do?
Yeah, Nadir's too strong.
It's lose for the opponent. He is gonna summon Maximus next, which is just gonna get sudden shifted.
That was sudden.
It feels kind of neg here because if he doesn't top deck a Mo Yi card, not a Mo Yi, a Zhang Tian card, he's kind of in a bad spot.
Well, the other guy's in a bad spot too. Looking at his hand,
Oh
he
yeah,
doesn't have a starter.
and the fact that he used the Nadir guarantees that he can't like extend with anything else this turn. Another important thing possibly is that the shut-in, it has to target 2, so I don't feel like you're gonna get to play around Shaddoll Fusion with this card. I think Icarus attacks us up to 2 and it tributes as cost. So like, and I called it an Icarus attack, but like if you activate Shaddoll Fusion and I have a Winged Beast extra deck monster, I can tribute it with Icarus, just destroy Shaddoll Fusion, and Fusion won't get to resolve sending from deck. But this card you can't activate if that's all they have. So that's kind of cool that this doesn't help you play around Shaddoll Fusion
And it's
at
searchable.
all. This card is searchable though. There's that. Wait, is it searchable? What do you search it off of?
Doesn't one of the guys search a spell or trap?
I don't think. I think that just searches monster. Oh, it does search. This card synchro summon to add to your hand or banish. Yeah, I guess this does search that actually. That's kind of crazy. I didn't realize
So against
that.
like game 2 and 3 when you're going up against a back row deck, you just put, because that's infinitely better than making like a Baroness, in my opinion.
Yeah, you have 1 back row negate versus 2 back row pop on their end phase. That's kind of crazy actually.
Or against like Pendulum.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Pop their scales
Yeah.
after negating a monster effect. Because they typically try to summon a Link 2 that has an effect so that they can get extra value from here.
And your opponent knows you have that, so they're going to be playing kind of cautiously too.
Yeah, so they have to make bad plays
Yeah.
almost.
And then plus if you have a Destroy Phoenix, that's too many pops.
Pendulum worst deck.
Destroy Phoenix is good against back row decks too.
That card is insane against back row decks. Like, I'm just maining hand traps when that comes out. But hand traps die to a cross out. It's going to be a weird format.
I'm excited to play IRL Yu-Gi-Oh!
Me too.
Yeah, David Yang better have crossouts for you, right?
For real.
Yeah.
Shout out David Yang. Make sure you buy 6 crossouts, my man. That's basically my sponsor. He gets his standby phase Enforcer back though. Card is
Who, David
cracked.
Yang does?
Yeah. He doesn't need to have that engine though. I have it. What level is this? 8? That's a neat thing too. This is level 8, so if you play like the Shen and stuff, you could like Veil or Synchro into it. That's definitely not optimal, but it exists. You're just gonna swing in
Like
25.
that card just makes the grind game insane.
I think this is a really cool play, and like too, where after he gets his damage in, he can get a pop. Here it's just a meltdown, but like you said, this is
Meltdown's
gonna be
pretty strong.
crazy in grind games where
And you know the cool thing
that
is,
snipes a back row.
when the Phoenix Enforcer comes back, it's technically not an extra deck monster.
Oh yes, and then he can't Shaddoll Fusion
yeah,
it.
Yeah, I think that's a cool thing. The little niche things that come up.
Another hand trap drawn. I think this might just be game.
Yeah.
He just draws Ash and is probably passing. And there's the extender he's been waiting for. Long Wong? Pitch Muyi?
My long walk.
This is almost game, depending on what
and
he
he has a
summons.
Veiler for an Alistair. Because Alistair's probably the only thing that can get you back in the game.
I think this just ends game here because he synchros for anything. So that's 55 right there, plus this burns for 12.
That's so cool how you can make lethal like 68.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real. Because on your turn 0, you're doing 12. And maybe on your follow-up, you do 12 again, then lethal's 56.
And all your guys are big.
I wonder how the game 2 goes with side deck. I was actively watching the game 1 when it was happening, but game 2, I like...
Yeah, we're messing with his cat.
And going... I Google search some stuff, too.
Yeah.
You went to the bathroom. I took a pee, too. He meltdowns for an Alistair?
Ooh, that's bad. You have 3 meltdowns. 3
Oh,
Alistair.
jeez. The Ecclesia and the Ash are decent, I guess.
That's like playing Tenki and Fractal.
Yeah,
Accent
tanky, fractal,
Yeah,
fractal.
That's the worst.
And then DB Grinder's hand's lit. He's got 3 going second cards, 2 starters, depending on what he draws. If he doesn't draw
It's
good,
over.
this
Yeah,
isn't.
I think it's over. Like, I don't know what happens, but
He said, no skill, only luck, new motto. Alistair comes down.
yeah, I think
It's
you
gonna
always.
get
I think you
imperm.
always imperm the Alistair here always.
I, for the most part, do it too. Just because, like,
They have to have it.
if they have the info, they have the info. It feels like they always have it, but realistically, they only have it like 20 to 30% of the time, I feel like. But he does get to drop the Ecclesia, get a search.
Would you gamma? No.
Would I Gamma?
I think I would have Gammaed. I would have Gammaed there because now if he Gammas a Maximus and the Ecclesia is still there, you might as well just got Mac or.
Unless he opened the Maximus also, but I guess it's the same logic as the Imperm. Like you gotta have it.
What is he scared of though?
I don't know.
Maybe he's scared of searching Nadir or no, searching Schism.
Is there a case? No, you probably definitely don't Gamma the Alistair.
You know what? Maybe he's saving it for the Fusion Destiny, so it resolves.
That could be cool too if he's trying to force that. But I feel like he's gonna Gamma this.
I would have hit the Ecclesia because if he hit the Ecclesia, then the Maximus would have never been searched.
In this hand, it's definitely correct. I don't know if I would have or not, but I could definitely see the case too. Just I don't know how many Maximus he plays. If he's on multiple.
I think multiple's bad, from my opinion.
Yeah, card kind of sucks to draw, unless like you also have the Alistair to accompany it.
They always have it.
And he Maximuses here. He's gonna Gamma it though, and then Kamal's gonna Ash, which I don't think I agree with that.
I would have saved the Ash for the follow up.
Let's see what he sends first.
That Nadir.
So yeah, I definitely don't agree with Gamma here because he sent App Cologne and Ash. And the Gamma is most definitely going to negate App Cologne. And then Ash is going to probably search Fleur-de-Lis.
Which Ash?
Huh? Oh, this Ash. This Ash. The Fusion Ash.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of traded an Ash for a Fleur-de-Lis if that happens. An unknown Ash for a known Fleur-de-Lis, which I feel like matters. Because if your opponent doesn't know you have Ash, they might play different. And so, to me, this seems just subpar. He could have just kept the Ash. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. So Grinder sends Baroness and that dude off the Maximus. And then he's going to Gamma. Yeah, he's going to Gamma the App Cologne.
I would have Gamma that the Ecclesia.
Yeah, I feel like looking at it, it definitely just. In this hand for sure, it just keeps him off the Maximus body. Which you can't do anything with this turn, but this is a once per turn effect, so if he's not able to out it, he'd be in a bad spot.
Imagine if he had Invocation.
It would have been a whole different game. He could have negated
his hand's
this.
Cracked. DB Grinder, like.
Yeah, this hand is kind of scary looking.
Let's see what he draws though. He has to draw next. He has to draw a card with the to use with the Zhongji guy, right?
In order for Moyu to be live, he needs a Worm or a Zhengtian. But he does still have Fusion Destiny regardless. And he draws a Veiler, which is not going to help him here, but luckily Fusion Destiny is still a one-card starter.
Fleur-de-Lis.
Does that only negate for the turn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he'll still have the pop on the next standby. So this bad boy is going to come out.
Dragoon would have been better in this situation.
Yeah, if this was a Red Eyes Fusion, it definitely would be really cracked here. You'd get the pop, swing. And then, so he'll attack into Secure. No damage, I believe. And then Enforcer pop the Maximus. And then the Enforcer is gonna...
I think the thing is, like, that Talus is just dead.
At least for now.
I like that he has the Veiler for the, oh, fuck.
Yeah, this comes by on the standby, but the Nadir's big.
Yeah.
Activates a new Meltdown, which is going to get popped by the Enforcer.
No deck can power creep Nadir.
Card's crazy. Does this activate when it's destroyed? Because he keeps activating. Yeah, so the second this is destroyed, it then activates, and then on the end phase it'll resolve, or on the next standby it'll resolve. That's a cool card.
You know what Nadir Servant can do? It can banish. It can send. I don't know if he plays Aerial, but you can banish. You can banish his Destroy Phoenix.
He can also Omega out the extra.
Yeah, that card does so much.
It's so versatile.
We should have a podcast about Nadir Servant.
We could probably talk for an hour on the card based on all the search topics.
We'll get Mike Wilson.
He's an expert.
Yeah.
Shout out Mike.
He has a PhD in Nadir Servant. He went to college.
My man studied.
Yeah.
And then Alistair's Veilered. And activate Mike Wilson.
Mm-hmm. Burger Servant.
He does send Omega.
I remember you talking to me when we were watching this live. You were mentioning that play.
Yeah, this is a really, really cool play. He uses the Servant to add back Maximus send Omega, And then Omega's back his own app clone.
I've seen a lot of people do that line of play with against Striker, putting back Ray.
Oh, that's kind of savage.
Put back a Golden Lord.
I like how he did it here because he puts his own guy back so that he could resolve this again. And this is going to send the 2 that he just added back. He puts the Omega that just got sent back and the app clone.
Because Omega's on a hard once per turn for that effect, right?
Yeah, no, at least if it is, he cheated the fuck out of his opponent.
Damn, DB grinder.
But no, it's not a hard once per turn, so he's going to get to use it again, and he's going to get the app clone to search in a schism. Grinder sends Scarlight and Rudy. And then we're going to see the Schism come out. The Fleur-de-Lis gets sent. And then the Omega procs to put back Destroyer.
Broken.
That is a really cool way to get to out that card. Maybe Nadir Servant becomes even better in this meta.
It outs that card. And now his Phoenix Enforcer is never going to come back.
Plus, they also can play Enforcer in this deck. I don't know if his list is because we haven't seen it. But
I think he's playing old like current list.
He should definitely when post Dode, he should definitely be playing Phoenix Enforcer.
Imagine like having Meltdown and activating Fusion Destiny, and they can't like negate it.
Oh, there's actually Fusion Destiny and Dear Servant don't have much synergy though, because like if you go summon Alistair and like try to do your Alistair plays and you special summon, then you're gonna be locked out, and then you have to choose Phoenix Enforcer or Nadir's, and both lock you out of the other. Which kind of sucks. So it might become an either or, which could make the.
I think Nadir's better.
Really? Than Phoenix Enforcer?
Yeah.
That's a hot take, dude. I don't know if I believe it or not.
Schism.
I'm reading it right now, and card's fucking crazy, but.
That card's cheap now. It's like $10.
Actually?
Yeah, it's like 12.
Because of the reprint it went down?
They used to be like almost 50 at one point.
That's insane. I know Tommy just picked one up the other day for like 25. So it sucks that it's a lot lower than the 10, or higher than the 10, but it's a lot lower than 50.
And it's also coming out as a secret, so it's going to bump up. It's going to push out the Ultra.
Ah, so the high rarity boys are going to want it. He gets his Dasher back, though, because the Enforcer still activates, which is cool. Well, I mean, it still resolves. It activated the last turn.
I don't know. That wouldn't work, right? Because he could have sent the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer from that second Maximus, but it wouldn't be able to come out because it wasn't summoned properly.
Yeah, because it wasn't properly. It couldn't come back.
That's a weird interaction.
That would be kind of cracked if it could. Here, thing that sucks is, again, dude has no monster effects, so this talent is just neg. But the...
Did this game last a long time? I remember it was a lot back and forth.
Yeah, this game does go fucking... It's so long. He goes Mo Yi for the token, and then the Schism's chained, which is going to send Dasher. So that
guy has
extender's
2,300 attack. Which guy? The 2,300 defense.
Yeah, this is 23 defense, so if that hits board, that window's kind of fucked. We're going to see Mo Yi swing over Maximus, which... It's kind of big that this is, like, very high attack and defense, because Maximus could have been a problem if it stuck. And then, Secret Village comes, which... This talent is never gonna resolve.
Why would you? I don't know why would you put? Does the deck doesn't really rely on spells too much? I guess you want to lock out the Fusion Destiny.
Yeah, I don't think I would put this card in. Maybe he mained it, but I don't think I would side this in. But I also don't know if I'd side it out. I guess it depends on his side, but like you said, the deck isn't really spell reliant. Most of it starters are monsters. Window gets to punch this. I think the tokens are 0/0, so literally anything will climb that. The Alistair. And he just draws Prosperity, which I guess that actually makes this pretty strong here. It's just going to be a turn pass.
Activate. Nope.
Oh, why not? Actually. What the fuck?
You could have killed him.
Maybe this was only a one of in his deck. Maybe that was the only other target he had. If that's the case, then I see why not. But if not, this definitely would have set something here, set a meltdown here. The extra 1,000 damage, as we see, is game. But this prevents the window from attacking direct. So he couldn't literally close out the game. Another misplay I kind of see is... I feel like you summon, unless you know you're going to link summon, I feel like you summon your Shaddolls here so you can Galaxy Controller them away.
Gravity?
Yeah, Gravity Controller. Because, like, if he had this up here, Gravity Controller could have been summoned and literally just hit for exact game.
And also, he could have made the window would have died. And then, I don't know if he plays Construct. He probably doesn't play Construct, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because he can make Construct.
He should play it, but I don't... He might play it, honestly. I feel like most lists should, so that if Schism gets outed, you have a way to get it back. Here we're going to see the Tactician come out, and his big old butt is going to come in handy.
All he needed to draw was an Alistair.
Ooh, shit! We get to see the Celestial come into play, too, which is actually kind of cool. The draws don't matter this turn because he can't special, but... Also, I'm assuming he only plays 2 Destiny heroes, so this is dead.
What if he does?
Yo, he maxes out on both?
Yeah.
Dude would be a savage. The Ecclesia comes out, punching the Invoker. Free 500 damage.
It's the Ecclesia mirror match.
This is again a scenario where if he draws Alistair, he just wins because he just punches over this, boost for 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
But he draws Nibiru. Wait!
You can just tribute.
Yeah, he could have tributed Nibiru and won the game right here.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess I
he doesn't want to do it because what if the back row is like a shift?
Yeah, those could be real cards and he'd get punished as hell. Oh, is this a quick effect? During the main phase quick effect.
I guess he wouldn't have killed him then. So the guy knew. Kamal knew.
Yeah, actually, he reads cards better than us. That's why he didn't do it. The turn gets passed. The bell gets drawn. I feel like it's another pass turn. Yep. You hear my cat trying to break in?
Yeah.
She's on the assault. The Ecclesia drawn, which, again, is not doing anything. Both players are just not playing right now. Oh, it's a spellcaster!
That is pretty good.
That's crazy.
He gets Astray, I'm pretty sure. Because he knows that the resource is just like...
Yeah, but that's kind of cool to think, though, that this card's definitely trash against this deck. We already saw not that many of their starters are spells. This card's been dead.
I don't think the guy knew that the Ecclesia was a spellcaster.
I didn't know either, so I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. Damn, I gotta hit skip 100 times.
Oh, yay.
The talent's finally live. Is he taking Winda? Oh, no, he did the hand and he ripped the nib. It's kind of weird. The nib's been dead.
Can't you just taking the window and then, like, no, never mind.
Ooh, the Baroness outs the window. And then he gets the burn for 12, too. That's really cool, too, how this is a tuner. So if you don't have your tokens out, these are combo. I never really thought about that.
I like the bell. You know why? Because it outs if he top decks Nadir.
It just outs it.
I think Meltdown would be pretty strong right now.
It would have been strong turns ago, too. Like... This man's been praying for a meltdown and shit just ain't coming to his hand.
Oh no, you know why? He drew 3. Remember didn't he draw like double meltdown?
Oh yeah.
He's already seen him.
The one card he already had 1 million of and he was like, I wish I didn't have this many of this card. Now he's wishing he had it.
Now
It's too little, too late.
The Baron is gonna just negate it.
Yeah. This poor guy. Is he going to do anything or are they just going to chat the whole time? He just passes. The Ecclesia comes out.
Oh, I can pop?
What
the fuck?
Yes!
Oh, and
this card's insane.
Gee, every boss monster is just insane right now.
Oh, and it's also in a Carter effect. I thought for some reason it was just a spell trap negate. It's literally any card or effect.
That card's insane.
This card is Judgment plus half of a Dragoon.
Mm-hmm.
And it tags out for something engraved.
What else does it do? It has to have something else. Anything else?
The card's insane. You target a card on the field once per turn, destroy it. And then once while it's on the field, an Omni negate. And then also during the standby phase, target a 9 or lower in your grave, return this and special it. So like, that's too much. This card does too fucking much. This is probably game here. What's this? Yeah, because he can synchro for 10. Oh, he tags into Taiye.
Yay.
About time Taiye gets to come out. He's going to banish a worm, special a token, make the 8 that searches. And this is just game here.
It was just unfortunate. He could have drawn like an Alice or anything to get over to beat over.
Yeah, he definitely got really unfortunate. I wish I could like go back and see if there was anywhere in particular he misplayed, but I don't really know off the top.
I think he just drew bad.
Maybe he should have attributed that to Nibiru.
Yeah, but he could just tagged out the Ecclesia.
Yeah. Looks like it's a good game. Also, this guy posted a link to his channel, so I'm not going to check it out while recording, but I might look at it after, and if it's good, I'll link it to you guys. Also, make sure you subscribe to my ass. Make sure you subscribe to AznWithCards, who will for sure have a link in the description.
Yeah, I make cool content too. Mostly IRL deck profiles.
The coolest content. Thank you guys for watching.
Peace.